It's a Christmas ornament. This is going to be on YouTube. Yeah.
Anybody drink coffee?
Anything you'd like to say? This is a pen.
Well, those are my sample sizes. This is how big they are outside.
Would you like?
I've been carving for 30 years.
Including hot chocolate, hot coffee.
This is currently my first sale this year. I'll do 3 in the fall. We're here at Cedarhurst. I mean, not Cedarhurst. Pioneer Village, Mount Vernon, Illinois. We're doing pretty good today.
Wow, come and get a picture of these. I've never seen anyone that did these before.
Yeah, it's right up your alley there.
Yeah, it is. Look at these.
Yeah, very nice.
Wow. So,
Bad shape. I had it out in the storm hit me. Kind of knocked it all. Made from scratch. We use sea salt in there, so you're going to get little bits of salt when you bite into it. Gives you that sweet and salty taste.
Yeah, I love that sea salt caramel.
Yes. If you drink coffee, put one in your coffee.
one in the coffee, really? And it dissolves?
Oh, yes. It's a game changer. You're not going to want to drink coffee any other way again. Now, those are my sample sizes. This is how big the pieces are inside the bag.
Okay.
You get about 25, 30 pieces of caramel in a bag.
And how much are the bags?
$10 for a half pound bag.
Here, you want to try it and give it your expert
I won't say expert,
tasting?
Now turn around and face your face. The reaction. It's going to be a reaction like they're going to want to see it on TV. Very good.
Hang on, let me. It was on. Here. Okay, I turned it on.
Okay, yeah, it's all very good. Okay, sea salt caramel, excellent. Very good. Might have to get some of those.
So you recommend those then?
I do.
All right.
Okay.
I found, do you make these brooms? I found someone that makes brooms.
Oh,
So we've got to take a look at this.
all right.
And do you make the baskets and all this? Wow. They make the baskets as well.
We go, cut the sticks and I dry them, and then next year I'll strip the bark off of them and sand them and varnish them, and then I make the broom part to put on it.
Okay. Cool.
He grew the corn, he
No.
harvested it, and then
That's
cleaned
a
it.
job too.
And
He grew this corn,
Broom corn, yeah.
broom corn.
now this one is, we bought that from a gentleman, but the ones that's like this, that still has some of the seed on it, he grew.
Favorite is just kind of all natural. Very neutral, and the handle is just beautiful. It's got all this.
I don't know if that one, most of them sassafras is what the,
It's what?
sassafras is what the wood is.
Sassafras.
Yeah, and then the wild honeysuckle grows around them. And that's what makes the grooves in them. It cuts them in it.
Really?
As they grow, yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
And then you cut the tree down as well then?
Yeah.
Oh, so you do this, this is all,
Yeah.
that is very interesting. Well, this has been very educational, and I've always loved brooms, but I didn't know that you cut the tree down and did all that.
I mean, you can use different things for the handles, but all of those are I've cut all those on our farm. But
And do you live here in Mount Vernon?
I live in Woodlawn.
Oh, you live in Woodlawn. Okay. How many years have you been doing this?
The brooms.
Really?
We've been doing woodworking, and we did these shows ever since we got married 52 years ago.
You're kidding me.
But I just started doing brooms here a couple.
But they always have these beautiful pumpkins every year, and or take a bath.
Stock, live in Centralia, Illinois, 618 North Poplar.
Okay.
I'm demonstrating making wooden spoons and brooms right now. Well, just wooden spoons. But I belong to the Illinois 17th Territorial Rangers. I do American Revolutionary War and French and Indian War.
Okay.
The Fort Lachart and Fort Massac. Then I demonstrate Dollywood.
Oh yeah.
I'm not down there this year though.
Well, with all the storms and the flooding.
Well,
and,
they wanted me down there for 2 months and it was just too long.
yeah.
If you put a metal spoon in it, it ruins all the good properties of it. You can't find that. I know, that's... So I don't have to treat it, I can just stick it right in my hand. And wash it with soap and water, or just what?
As me, I'd use this one.
You'd use that one?
Yeah.
Okay, you said see if it fits my hand.
It's James Larry Stock. I go under J. Larry Stock. And my address is 618 North Poplar, Centralia, Illinois. That's Highway 51, the one-way street. And my phone number is 533-4659. 618 Prefix. That's my wife's phone. She's usually... You got a big one?
What am I gonna make? Perfect. I'm gonna make a little hook. Just a little turn hook.
Put your meat on the skewer and then put that over a fire.
We lost Tom.
He's not so good about following.
We'll go ahead and start this off. What I'm gonna do, the first thing is called tape. I'm gonna be taking my steel and drawing it out so that it comes to a fine point. And it doesn't take long for the steel to get nice and hot in here. About 20 to 30 seconds. And the steel, because as hot as it is at the bottom of that fire, and with the air coming up into it, creating that bowl, it's going to turn this thing nice and red hot, right on the end where I need it. So I'll bring it over my anvil and start going. Draw that down to be a nice little point. Alright, so then we'll heat it up And we'll do it one more time, then I'll start my draw. Yep. You work from the top and you work your way back. And just one little piece after another. And it's the same concept for every piece I make. Drawing out the steel, working the steel. So this is going to be a stake turn. You can tell that I'm a little hungry. Never would have guessed. Got a dry thread on me and an empty belly. It's going to be a long night. I would not be surprised if my daughter wants half of these after the seconds. We'll back
What was your name?
My name is Jessica. My husband's the blacksmith, Jeremy Clinton.
You must have been a drummer.
Right, one more heat and we'll get to making that nice little handle.
Clinton. My husband is the blacksmith, Jeremy Clinton.
And he made all of these things.
Yeah.
Yes.
I gather that, yeah.
Yeah.
Card.
You can make some new teeth. Hi.
Feel free to pick anything up and look at it.
Are these authentic arrowheads?
No.
Is this the way you make your mold?
Yeah, that's how I make these axes.
Oh.
Just to show. This one is
okay.
this one ended up being like an 8-piece mold. That's a hobby on itself, is slip casting.
Mm-hmm. And you do that?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a lot of fun.
Very neat.
Yeah. Good winter project anyway.
Well, you know, if you're Larry he's an old friend of mine, and he just has done about everything you can think of. The guy right up here.
The guy from Centralia? I guess I was the last.
Job and the husband said to my not supposed to do that.
Oh, it is going.
Be careful, don't fall over the road.
The chickens can eat this stuff right here, right? Oh yeah. So you don't need to go.
I'm Carolyn Marks. I'm president of the Deaconess Illinois Crossroads Auxiliary, and we have a booth here today from the Creative Crew. And stitchers, crafters make all of this. We have another girl over here that's got the pig races, and that's Susie Galler, Nancy Cox, Lolita Pesley. And we have 90 people in our auxiliary, volunteers. So we have lots of things going on at the hospital. And we do have a store at the mall. It's called the Aux, A-U-X. And we have gift, thrift, and vendors there. Plus our creative crew works in the back part of that. And they work as we speak, as we have the store open. It's open from Monday through Saturday, 9:30 to 5:30. So we would love for anybody to please come to the store at the mall. And we do have a gift shop at the hospital. But anyway, in the meantime, that's why we're here today for the Historical Village as a vendor.
Okay.
Does it benefit a charity of any kind?
I am so sorry. Yes, we do.
What you making there?
Mess. I'm trying to see if I could get that thing to go faster.
She can do
Well, is it clogged up in there, or the cornmeal?
Might be.
Yeah.
The corn's a little damp, I think.
Yeah.
She figured out what the step was. Yeah. So poor Bella, I can't. I know. Like, how can I do this?
Yeah, it looks like
It's not yours.
a neat way to grind your corn.
Bella only.
That cornmeal, I guess, I know there's been one or two ladies come in and said that that's how they did it whenever they,
I bet.
in their younger days.
Yes, sir. Very nice.
My buddy did 2,000. I eat up when I sell out of my honey. I've got 15 hives. That's more than I want to take care of. We'll be down at Fort
I
Massac,
hope you'll.
Metropolis,
We
Illinois.
go to that
It
marketplace.
is a huge
There's a man
rendezvous.
we buy honey from.
Yeah. Well, I go down in the
Is
KP and
yours
spend
like,
4 days down there.
Probably not orange. Have you ever been to what would it be?
I've never been to that.
It's Memorial Day weekend.
It's just a lot of different things. I mean, we have fruit trees, flowering trees, berries, grapes.
Missouri and up
So,
at
and
Greenville.
you have, can you have your own beehives or?
Yes, we have about 20 beehives.
Good night.
Still working. I got out
so
65.
we have quite a few, and of course, then, you know, this time of year, there's not as many things blooming.
Life will go on
yeah.
without me.
You know, but it's what's called the dirt right now, so the bees, the dirt.
The dirt.
What
Dirt,
branch? What-
D-E-R.
For a rendezvous.
Oh, I go to a lot of rendezvous.
Are you going to, where is that Superman was?
Top of the,
Are you going there?
the last 30 years I have been. Yep.
And, okay, was my form okay? Is that gonna, did I knock that loose?
I don't bring pasta bag with me. I just when you hit me. Don't have a pasta bag here.
If I don't do it this time.
I think you got a pasta bag. You put everything in it and carry everything with you. That's important.
Ah!
There you go.
That's,
All right, better watch out.
that was pretty good.
7 days a week.
7 days a week.
I missed a couple shoots there last year. A couple years back. He hand fitted all the parts of the lock. He hand carved the stock. The barrel is called what they call a fluted barrel. It's stick to the bottom of the base. Or they have a Ghost and Trail long rifle block.
We're good.
Okay. All right. Well, what I've got here is just the weapons that were available at this when we settled the Illinois country. These are all flintlock guns. I've got a musket here. I've got a Fowler here. I've got another Fowler. This one's 28. This one's 20. And I've got an old Jaeger rifle here. And I also have back there. I've already grabbed the 50 caliber rifle and put it up. And over here I've got just different weaponry, the tomahawks, the knives, an old British hanger sword. And then of course all the stuff that goes with your rifle, you know, your gunpowder and the horns.
Tell them that quill work.
Oh, yeah. And a lot of times they would have fancy stuff on their straps. This is some Indian quill work.
Wow. That's on leather, right?
Yes, it's on a deer hide.
Wow.
And then,
oh, look at this.
yeah.
This is the quill work right here, right? That's
Yeah.
made out of porcupine quills, right?
Yeah, it takes hours to do.
Yeah, I know.
this.
They have to hammer that, don't they? Like,
Well,
flatten it,
sometimes
you know?
sometimes they're flat and porcupine quills, and sometimes they leave them round like these. This is left, you know, round.
Wow, that's impressive.
And this is both. This has round dyed quills and flat quills both.
Where in the world did you find those?
Well, there's a lady, she lives over by the river, Dewana Tucker. That's what she does for a living. She does quill work.
I didn't know anyone ever did that.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, she's made museum pieces, you know, for people, you know, quill work.
Wow.
She spends hours. You never see that lady if she ain't working.
Wow.
Then I've got,
Very
you know,
cool.
just a couple pistols.
I like this.
Well, this is an old British issued Dragoon pistol.
Is that what they did, like duels with?
No, this is actually what the Dragoon troops carried on their saddles in buckets.
Really?
Yeah, rather than carry a musket with, you know, on a horse, you had Dragoon pistols and your sword. You know, you always had a saber when you were on a horse.
I've got.
Wow.
Yeah, see, they have like the metal lantern that's all punch tin. If you would think it doesn't put out much light, but those little holes, it puts out a lot of light.
Especially if your eyes are just in the dark, that puts out a lot of light.
Now, is that a copper canteen? I've never.
What's that?
Is that canteen copper?
Yeah.
I've never seen one of those.
It's copper and it's lined with tin.
Yeah. And they're actually better than my old wooden canteen. Those old wooden canteens, if they dry out any, they just leak like a sieve. They're like whiskey barrels. If you don't keep them wet, they dry out and leak.
What era did they? I've never seen one of those. What era did they have?
Give me a date on those canteens.
Well, that style had been used back in the early 1700s. That style of canteen was used by the British and French Army.
I have never seen
although
one.
they tend to have theirs made out of tin rather than copper.
And then we laid out different kinds of ways to eat. If you were a rich man, you ate off computer plates. If you were middle class, you had tin plates. And then if you was lower class, you would eat, hundreds.
Late 1700s.
Yeah, late 1700s, early 1800s. When Illinois became a state in 1818, well, there's people here already, and this is the stuff they would have used.
Now, okay, is that called the trapper era? When was the trapper era?
Well, this was still the settling trappers. Yeah, they were already starting to trap and stuff over west.
Oh yeah.
In Missouri. Yeah.
So was that in the 1700s, the trap name, Tom?
And most of what he's learned to play on the fiddle are period.
Yeah, I try to learn colonial too.
I like that.
This period.
Now,
And
you
my
all
name's-
introduce yourself.
My name's Jeff McKay, and this is Wayne Sampson.
And you're both from Mount Vernon?
Yeah.
Yes.
You play.